Noah Webster, a man that most people recognize from his first edition of an American Dictionary of the English Language, published in 1828, once made the statement that education is useless without the Bible. In his view, the Christian religion is the most important and one of the first things in which all children under a free government ought to be instructed. No truth is more evident to my mind than that the Christian religion must be the basis of any government intended to secure the rights and privileges of a free people, according to Webster. But thinking about the concept of a dictionary, dictionaries define words as they're commonly used among people. And as people's values change, we may expect their language to change. And such is indeed the case, as evidenced by changes in the English language. For example, we think about the word marriage. A modern dictionary might define marriage in this manner: the legal union of a man and a woman as husband and wife, the state of being married, wedlock, a common law marriage, a union between two persons having the customary but usually not the legal force of marriage, or in our day and time, between two individuals of the same sex. But compare this with the definition of the 1828 Webster Dictionary. It says marriage is the act of uniting a man and a woman for life. Wedlock, the legal union of a man and a woman for life. Marriage is a contract, both civil and religious, by which the parties engage to live together in mutual affection and fidelity until death shall separate them. Marriage was instituted by God Himself for the purpose of preventing the promiscuous intercourse of the sexes, for promoting domestic felicity, and for securing the maintenance and education of children, according to Webster. In the first definition, mention of the religious side of marriage or reference to the union being lifelong is not there. Additionally, the last sentence in the first definition does not specify the union of man and woman. Today, the union may be that of man and man or of two women, but this was certainly not the case in 1828, nor was it the case in the Bible. In Matthew 19, verses 4 through 6, Jesus said, "Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? He said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder." But let's think about another word for just a moment. What about the word sin? You may find a definition of sin in a modern dictionary as the act of breaking a religious or moral law, an offense, error, or fault. But then if you go back to the 1828 Webster Dictionary, we find it defined as the voluntary departure of a moral agent from a known rule or rectitude or duty prescribed by God, any voluntary transgression of divine law or violation of a divine command, a wicked act and iniquity. Sin is either a positive act in which a known divine law is violated, or it is the voluntary neglect to obey a positive divine command or a rule of duty clearly implied in such command. Sin comprehends not actions only, but whatever is contrary to God's commands and laws. Friends, we seldom hear the word sin anymore, and when we do, it's used in light that is completely foreign to the Bible. It would not surprise me if someday the word sin is completely omitted from the English dictionary, as we have just about whitewashed sin completely out of our vocabulary. And even though attitudes toward sin may have changed, sin is still what it has always been and will do what it has always done. 1 John 3 and verse 4 says that sin is the transgression of the law. And Paul says in Romans 6:23 that the wages of sin is death. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today. Please consider these things that we've discussed and have a blessed day.